It's me, Hard 8 times. It's the truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah. What's up, people? What's happening? Make sure you go check out my last video. The Steam Summer Sale sucks. No, the Steam Summer Sale is bullshit. It'll be down in the video response section just in case you missed it. You did. Now, this is my review, my thoughts, my opinion, my impressions, whatever the fuck you want to call it, of The Dark Knight Rises. And first, I want to just, give a big rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives, in Colorado, just out trying to see a fucking movie, and some idiot had to come because he mad with himself and shoot up movie theaters. So, rest in peace to all those people, man. A lot of support for the families, and I hope everything goes well, with the people that lost, friends and family over this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? It's sickening. It really is. It really is. Now, I went to go see The Dark Knight Rises. I had to go to a 2:30 a.m. showing. Yeah, 2:30. Why? Because every IMAX show is sold out all weekend. Every IMAX show at a reasonable hour is sold out all weekend. They even had some 3 o'clock shows sold out. Ain't that crazy? Oh, this shit is going to make more money than Avengers. Oh, you better believe it. And it should. It's a better movie. Anyway, this is spoiler free. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. The Dark Knight Rises was a good movie. It was a good movie. It's a long movie. Very long, like 2 hours and 45 minutes. So before it starts, you might want to get a drink and some snacks, because you're going to be sitting there for a while. But the one thing I like about this movie is it never felt boring. Even though the movie is that long, I never felt like, when is this shit going to be over? Like, it moves along at a very nice pace. It moves along very nice. Like, you won't get bored. All the scenes are interesting. It carries on the story. It moves along at a nice pace. I definitely like the movie, man. Bane was pretty good. Bane was pretty good. It is a part in the movie, and I can't spoil it for nobody. It's a major part that I really didn't like. I felt like Bane, at this point, I felt like Bane lost all of his power. I felt like he lost all of his power, and he wasn't nothing. That's what I felt like at this point in the movie, and you'll see it if you ain't seen it yet. But I like his voice, man. The way they made his voice is fucking banging, man. But Bane was definitely a good villain. A Catwoman was cool. They didn't really establish her as being Catwoman. I mean, she's Catwoman. They referred to her in the papers as a cat burglar. So she's Catwoman, you can tell, but she wasn't like a traditional Catwoman. She didn't have a whip. She didn't have cat-like reflexes like Michelle Pfeiffer when she played Catwoman in Batman Returns. They didn't really bring her into. They didn't really give her a origin story in this movie. Like, you didn't understand how did she become who she is. She didn't really have like no supernatural powers like she's had in previous Batman movies. But she was cool. Anne Hathaway looked so sexy. I liked her voice, the way she talked. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. But they didn't really establish her as Catwoman. You could kind of assume, but it's a good assumption. We know that is Catwoman. Who else was in the movie? You had, of course, Batman. He did a good job. I still hate his fucking voice when he's in costume. I hate his fucking voice. The movie is good. Now, a lot of people, of course, this is the best superhero movie ever. Yeah, I mean, wasn't people just saying that about Avengers 2 months ago? I mean, god damn it, people. Make up your fucking mind. I mean, I swear to God, I think people just go with whatever's new. That's just the best thing ever. Like, I mean, Barney can come out with an action movie next month, and people will be like, it's the best action movie ever. Like, come on, man. 2 months ago was Avengers, now it's Batman. And Batman is a better movie than the Avengers. It's more adult themed, you know. It's definitely a better movie. Now, of course, The Dark Knight Rises will get compared to The Dark Knight. You know, the previous movie. Y'all already know The Dark Knight is my favorite superhero movie of all time. And I don't think it will ever be taken down because The Dark Knight was amazing. The Dark Knight Rises is good. The Dark Knight was amazing. Bane was a good villain, but of course, he wasn't fucking with the Joker. Now, we already, and this is the reason why the Joker is like the #1 villain to Batman. Like, you know, in the Batman universe, it's Joker, and then everybody else falls under him, and it's a reason for that. Joker, just that whole performance, and I know a lot of people, but that movie was only good because of the Joker. Heath Ledger made that movie. Well, who else was the fuck supposed to make the movie? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how many movies have you seen in your life that you like and it was because of one character? Think about it. Ace Ventura, one of my favorite movies. Would it have been any, who made the movie? Jim Carrey? Did anybody else make that movie? No. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need every fucking actor or actress in the movie to have a fucking phenomenal performance for the movie to be considered good. Like, that's everybody's excuse when you bring up The Dark Knight. It's like, oh, well, that movie was only good because of the Joker. Like, the Joker was the majority of the movie. That's why the movie was going on. This is why Batman was doing what he was doing, trying to stop the Joker. That's what it was. Joker was the boss. He was the villain. Yes, he made the movie. Of course, Batman ain't. The fuck? Like, what movie will Batman ever make? It's always going to come down to the fucking villain and how things is carried out. You understand what I'm saying? Now, The Dark Knight Rises, people were saying it's the greatest movie. They said Bane, some people said Bane was was just as good as Joker or better. Absolutely not. Bane was good. I like Bane, but he did not have no memorable scenes besides the fight with Batman. He had no memorable dialogue. You understand what I'm saying? When you came to The Dark Knight, when you watched The Dark Knight and remember when he was in the tunnel and he fucking crashed the bat tank and you didn't know what the fuck was going on and the wheels started spinning and then that shit popped out into a bike? Remember when you first saw that for the first time? You was like, what the fuck? Yeah, the movie theater was going crazy too. You was like, holy shit. Remember when you first saw when Batman made the fucking 18-wheeler flip over? Remember these scenes? Remember when Batman rolled out that fucking alleyway with the wheels spinning? Remember that shit? Remember when Joker made his entrance to the mobsters? Let me show you a trick. And, made the pencil this. Remember that? These type scenes are not in Dark Knight Rises. Now, like I said, them scenes made The Dark Knight amazing. The scenes in The Dark Knight Rises just makes it a good movie. Joker had memorable dialogue. Why so serious? You understand what I'm saying? Bane, quote Bane for me. Somebody quote Bane for me? Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? But he was still cool. Joker was just amazing. You understand? Now, the Joker had the intro with the bank scene. Bane also has an intro. And it kind of played off of it kind of took the same route as the intro off The Dark Knight. And I ain't going to give up too much more. But the Joker intro was much better. To me, the Bane intro, it felt kind of sloppy. And when you see the movie, you'll understand what I'm saying. If you already saw the movie, just compare the Joker intro to Bane intro. The Joker intro was carried out with perfection. Bane intro felt kind of sloppy. Like, shit almost ain't go right. I understand what I'm saying? Listen, bottom line is this. The Dark Knight Rises is a good movie, and I suggest you go see it. It's great. I like it. When it come out on Blu-ray, I will buy it first day. Absolutely. It will look nice next to my, my Dark Knight Blu-ray. Yeah. So I like the movie. I like the movie. It's just that Dark Knight Rises was a good movie. The Dark Knight was an amazing movie. You see the difference there? Yeah, there's the difference. But I don't know. I think you're crazy if you feel like The Dark Knight Rises was better than the Joker. I was just talking to my man on Facebook. He like, oh, well, you know, what about the fight with Batman and Bane and that big fight, you know, in the street? I'm like, well, they had a big fight in the street on The Dark Knight too. Did you forget that? Now, in the fight with him and Batman, Bane and Batman, that fight was pretty goddamn good. You gotta see it. It was pretty damn good. But, yo, I mean, yo, listen. I don't know. I just think you're crazy if you think fucking The Dark Knight Rises is better than The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises is good, but The Dark Knight was amazing. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments if you saw the movie. And this your boy Hard 8, and I'm out. Deuces.
Hey! Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I ain't